Yo, what is going on guys, Neliq here, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be showing you an Easter egg inside of the Zombies map, Zombies in Spaceland on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now what you want to do if you want to try this out for yourself is start up Zombies in Spaceland, go ahead and buy the Up and Atoms perk in the corner there, which is basically quick revive, and then go ahead and down yourself with a grenade. Now once you've died, you'll end up in an area called the Afterlife Arcade, which features a bunch of arcade games in which you can play to earn soul power and bring yourself back to life. So before I get into this Easter egg, you guys need to know a little bit of the story and why we are here and why this is all happening. So first things first, there is a guy called Willard Wyler, and you can see a picture of him on screen right now. He's basically a guy who creates horror films, and he made the most captivating films that hypnotize audiences and left them begging for more blood. Now everyone thought that this guy had disappeared for good until we saw the animation cutscene where we see him inviting us into the cinema and we're all sitting down, and he basically tells us that we are going to be put inside of his horror films. Now, going back to the Afterlife Arcade, the very first poster that we can see is Zombies in Spaceland, and below it, it says now playing. So, this is the very first film that Willard Wyler has put us in, and every time we get put into another film, the clothing that we are wearing will correspond to what type of film we are in. So right now we are in a 80s theme park called Spaceland, which is why you can see us wearing some pretty wacky clothing compared to what we are used to in the modern day. So Willard Wyler is pretty much the bad guy who is making us play all of these zombie maps, but basically because he is the one putting us inside of these films, each film poster that we can see on the wall basically means that this is going to be the next zombie map. Now there are a number of film posters inside of this little Afterlife Arcade, in which I'm going to show you them all, but the first one we need to look at is this one right here, which is just right of the Zombies in Spaceland poster. And as we walk up to it, it is the only other poster in the room with like the words below it, either now playing or coming soon. So the other posters are behind me. You can have a quick glimpse, but there are no coming soon signs below them. So this makes me think that this is going to be the very first map pack coming to Infinite Warfare Zombies. Now looking at this poster, we can't get too much off of it. The only things we can get is the zombie is like really skinny, he's got skin peeled off of him, bitten off of him, we don't really know. He's got reddish orange glowing eyes, and he just looks pretty human-like, so we know that these are zombies. So that's pretty much all you can get from that poster, as well as those names down the bottom, which are Sashia Zamata, Jay Farrow, Ike Barnshultz, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and Seth Green. So they're basically the people who voice the characters that are playable in the Zombies in Spaceland map, which means we're going to see them again in the next map, which makes a lot of sense. Now you guys are probably like, why would you even talk about that? Because basically on a website that I found, if you look at each character's bio, they have a status which says if they're alive or dead, and currently it says they're all alive, but in the future you don't know. One of them could die during each map pack or something like that, which is unlikely, but it's just a theory. So this is potentially map pack 1, guys. If you have any thoughts about this, comment down below. But we're going to move on to the third poster in the room, and it is called Murder High, with the little quote next to it, "School's out forever." Now looking at the poster, we can see bloody handprints being dragged down some lockers, which means we are in a high school. And another thing to back that theory up is just the letters in the words Murder High. The M and the H are enlarged and basically are in the same font as you would see on AJ's jacket, since he is a jock. So having our very first high school map would be really cool, especially as a kid growing up playing zombies and always having to go to school after I finish playing zombies. You just always like, imagine if zombies were real and one day we would have to fend off for ourselves against zombies in our own school. I mean, doesn't every kid wish that? I don't know, is it only me? Surely I can't be the only one. Moving on to the next poster, which is just right of Murder High. It is called Captain Kill. Now the quote at the top of the page says, "He has a layover with a few hours to kill." Now if you guys don't know what a layover is, it's basically when your flight gets delayed, I do believe. And then to back that up, there is an aeroplane in the middle of the poster. So the title of the poster, Captain Kill, the plane in the middle, and then that word layover all relates to an airport themed map. Now when I think of an airport themed map, I think of Terminal. Now we know Terminal was in MW2, MW3, Call of Duty Online, and now it is in Infinite Warfare. So if they did decide to go with a Terminal Zombies map, I don't necessarily think it would be the multiplayer map we are used to, But instead, if you've ever played the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare campaign, I'll try to get some footage on screen right now for you guys so you can have a look for yourself. There is a map in which you actually get to play on terminal, but explore even more of the terminal that we have never seen before in Call of Duty. So this would make more sense because we would be able to run around the map, open up more doors, there would be more room to put things in like traps and Easter eggs and all that. So that's what I'm thinking that this map could potentially be, or it could just be a random airport that has not been related to Call of Duty in any other way. So moving our way to the right here, we will come up to the most interesting poster in the room, and this one's called Nightmare Summer. And at the very top it says, "Forget the dark, be afraid of the light." Now the first thing you notice after that is obviously we are in the daytime, so a zombies map that is in the day, not the night. They're telling you, be afraid of the light, man. Zombies can be in the daytime as well, not just night. And then we can see like a zombie's arm just rising out of some sand, which means we could be in a desert. But then we can see maybe some water in the background. Now this could just be a mirage from the sun, you know, when it gets too hot and you think you can see water down the end of the road, but it's just the heat reflecting off of the road. So it could be in a desert, could be on an island, or we could be at a beach. You never know. Could be one of three things. But a daytime map is definitely a good way to spice zombies up and make it interesting again and fun and just overall enjoyable for the player. Now moving on to our last poster, it is called Ghost Clown 3D. Now remember, each zombie map is a film that Willard Wyler has created, so the fact that it says 3D doesn't necessarily mean that the map is going to look different, but just the fact that this film is 3D to him. So Ghost Clown, if we focus on that word and then the quote at the top, he will laugh your head off. Obviously clowns are supposed to make you funny, but then with the words your head off means this clown is going to kill you. So because this poster is just basically a massive big clown and nothing else, tells me that this map is just going to be all about clowns, and then there's going to be one big massive clown at the very end, which is the Ghost Clown, and we're going to have to figure out a way to see this clown to defeat him or something like that. And the word 3D doesn't really trigger me too much. It doesn't make me think that the map's going to look really crazy, but you might need like 3D glasses to be able to see this clown, and that's the only way you can kill him, something like that. I don't know. Another theory is this Ghost Clown could be Willard Wyler, because he did disappear for a very long time and then just appear out of nowhere. But then again, that's just my brain wandering off into possible theories. So going back to the very starting poster, the current map we are on, Zombies in Spaceland, now playing, that's the very first map, and we know we get 4 map packs during the year. So this one says coming soon, so I believe this is DLC 1. Going back to Murder High, I think that's DLC 2. DLC 3 is like the terminal / airport map. And then DLC 4 is this crazy new daytime zombie map. But then there's one poster left, and it's the Ghost Clown one. So DLC 5 question mark? Like, are we gonna have DLC 5, or maybe just a free update? Or maybe at the very end of playing all these zombie DLCs, we get a free map, which is just this one where we have to verse clowns. I don't really know, guys, but if you have any thoughts or opinions on this, let me know down below, because this is really, really interesting that they put this in the game, and it makes you think of all the potential possibilities that could come to the future of Infinite Warfare Zombies. So if you want to try it out for yourself, make sure to just buy Quick Revive at the very start of the game and down yourself, and you'll be taken straight here. But I hope you all have a very good day. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.